All right, first up, ladies and gentlemen, we made it. Halfway there, 250 subscribers. I love every one of you. Thank you so much. Second, I know we're starting a new project. You'll see that today. My Nova family, hang in there. I may be working on this project, but every time we got a break or we need to wait on something, I'm working on those Nova panels in the background. We got our plaster, we got our hemp fiber, we got a bunch of other stuff so that we can do some awesome things. And I got some more gel coat. So, stay tuned. Nova panels are coming. But for now, let's get into it. Alright guys, welcome to our new project. I know you've seen it hanging around in the driveway. We've washed it a couple of times, but it's about time we get to work. So, let me introduce you to our new project. I keep wanting to call it something fancy, but let's keep it simple. We're just going to fix the Black Audi. All right, so she's a little bit dirty. Obviously got a flat tire, but 2011 Audi A4 in otherwise good conditions. She's a beaut. There's a little bit of I don't know what kind of damage in the paint right here. We may decide to fix that, but you'll never guess what's wrong with it. Yep, timing chain. So what I do know is that it skipped time. I do know that the guy that took it part way apart didn't know anything about it. So we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna tear it down, fix that timing chain, probably fix the heads, and see what we can do with the rest of this. Get her dolled up, do something nice. I've been thinking I want to do something fancy with these headlights. I know I'm gonna get a new grill, new grills for here. Get the one-piece hexagon S-series looking grill. I'm gonna black out all the emblems. I do know I'm gonna do that. This front bumper is pretty buggered up. So if we decide to fix the paint, we'll go ahead and paint that. We got a bunch of chips in the hood. We'll paint that. I was thinking about doing a purple pearl across the whole thing and make it like a black light. I don't know. We'll see. Alright you guys, it's late, it's dark, but we got the radiator out of the way. I got the AC condenser sitting off to the side there. We'll get this core support and everything out of here tomorrow, and then we can get to that engine. So it's kind of nice on the Audi, it faces forward, makes it a little easier to get to. Still a lot to take apart, but a little easier to get to. Isn't that cool? Alright, so now that it's daylight, let me show you this. This is our intercooler. We're not going to be doing much heat exchanging on that. So I could get another one just like this, or I could get the one that goes like full height. But that one's like 450 bucks. Since I'm not doing a whole bunch of performance upgrades on here, I don't know how much we're going to save. We'll think about that. This is our radiator. Look at this. That's disgusting, yo. So, same problem here. We gotta figure out what we're doing about it. I can try and clean it, and we'll just reuse it, or we'll see how much a new one is. I don't know at this point. But since it's daylight, we're gonna get the rest of this front end tore apart, and then we'll start digging into that timing chain a little bit. Goal today is, I don't know, get the core support off. Maybe we'll get the timing cover off and see if we actually did skip time or how bad it is. We'll see. Let's get to work. Well, guys, the good news is we figured out what the problem is. Bad news is head's coming off.
Go for the head!
So yeah, the tensioner totally shot. When I turn this over by hand, you can see it. It just, like, as soon as you put some tension on the cam, jumps gears, both sides. Intake, exhaust, both of them are jumping. Time's all out. So this one's set to 0, and this one's like over here somewhere. The fact that it can even do that leads me to believe we've got probably 16 valves. So tensioner, timing chain, we'll check these balance shafts, make sure those are spot on. Oil pan's coming off, so I may put a couple of bolts in this. We'll get some engine cleaner on here, get this all cleaned up. We'll get that head off, get her broken down, and you guys will catch you up in the next episode. Once we get the head off, we'll figure out what the damage is, get it over to the machine shop, and we'll start making some progress. So we got a few things to work on in the meantime. So coolant reservoir, totally hashed. Radiator, we got to do something with that. Intercooler, we got to figure out what we're doing with that. Get this whole thing cleaned up. We got to reseal the oil pan, pull that off, completely reseal it. It's full of junk. I pulled 8 quarts of oil out of here. It's supposed to hold 5. So we got other problems too. Somebody's been adding oil just to add oil, but judging by what I see, the timing cover was leaking, the oil pan was leaking, and it looks like somewhere up in here we got a leak, but that could be just from the oil filter. When they change it, loose that up and you get a little bit that runs down. So I'm gonna start, like I said, break this down. Next episode we'll catch you up with what the damage is, and we'll start getting some stuff fixed up. We also got body work we can do, and we got headlights we can customize. So between that and Nova panels, no shortage of fun. So stay tuned. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget, like, subscribe, share on your socials, all that good stuff. Appreciate y'all. Let's take this bad boy to 500. All right, let's get to work.